Vegetarian ramen at Tokyo Station is the topic of this video. If you land at Narita Airport or Haneda, usually at one point in your travel you will arrive at Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station is a huge station and it's very easy to get lost there. But if you're hungry, there are so many opportunities to get food or have food at Tokyo Station. There is Ekiben, which is basically a obento, but they call it Ekiben because it's the station Eki, station obento or station food package. There are many streets to explore for food or many shops to explore for food. I want to introduce you to vegetarian ramen, and this shop also has a vegan option. It is shop number 2 at Tokyo Station, Ramen Street, and I will show you how to get there or where exactly you can find it. I'm living in Japan and even for me it was difficult to find. The great thing about this ramen street is they show you exactly how to order ramen, what kind of ramen at each shop is available. And as you can see here on this advertising wall, they highlight from each shop the ramen specialty. So when you arrive at Tokyo Station, the secret to every big station in Japan is you need to know what exit you should use. So whenever you get a description, a way description, ask always what gate should I use. Usually it's a west gate, north and south gate. In this case it's Yasu South Gate. There is a ramen street. So for me, I arrived at Marunouchi's central gate, which is basically this side. It will lead you to the palace. And basically I had to go opposite south side, which looks actually easy, but in this case you have to go first to the north side and then cross over to come to the south side. And this is the red spot. You are here, and this is how it looks like how you have to go to the south side if you're at Marunouchi central exit. This is one of the path signs, and if you're on the way to the south side, you will find a lot of advertising for food. Food is the heart of Japan. And finally I found a proper map, and here I can read also where the ramen street in detail. I couldn't find this on the other side of the station or the north side of the station. Also, I found it only in Japanese. But I also found out they call it the Fifth Avenue at Tokyo Station. I didn't know that. The ramen street is in B1. First thing, you need to know how to order ramen. And every ramen restaurant has a ticket machine where you basically pre-buy a ticket to get your ramen. For this, you need to know what kind of ramen you want to eat, and there is a price usually. You put the money in and then you press the button. I don't find it difficult to operate these machines. What I find difficult is what kind of ramen I want to eat. And at Tokyo Ramen Street, the shops usually have an English translated ramen list, and you can ask the stuff first if they have a translated menu. If you don't mind what you're eating, then you just press any button, or maybe the cheapest one. What you can see here, there is some for 780 yen. Let's start from the beginning. There are 8 ramen shops at Tokyo Ramen Street. At shop number 1, this is the specialty shop of Niboshi Ramen. Niboshi is Japanese dried infant sardines. This dish, which combines the umami of chicken with several varieties of niboshi, boiled and dried small fish in a rich and savory broth. So basically chicken and fish broth. So the next shop, this is shop number 2, where you can get your vegetarian ramen or even vegan ramen. The shop's name is Sora Nui Go Nippon. This shop was featured in the BIB Gourmand section of the Michelin Guide in 2015, which is basically a category highlighting restaurants offering exceptional good food at moderate price. This is the ramen I ate at this shop. I took the spicy version. I'm pretty sure this was a vegan version as well. Shop number 3 is Roko Rinja. They're serving tsukemen ramen, which is very popular. There is such a long queue. Just look at this. And these are basically, it's a very rich soup and extra thick noodles. The noodles are served in an extra bowl and you dip them in the broth. That's the uniqueness of this dish. And this ramen dish was invented in Tokyo. But I couldn't figure out what kind of broth they're using, if it's chicken, pork, or beef. And I assume it's pork, or chicken, maybe even fish. I'm really not sure, but it's not vegetarian. So shop number 4 is Hirogao Shio Ramen or Salt Ramen. And what tells you here on this advertising board that the noodles are made of flour from Hokkaido and the broth is made from best selective ingredients. Again, I'm not sure where the broth comes from. Maybe pork, or maybe you can select in the restaurants of different one, but there seems to be no vegetarian option. Then there is shop number 5, Tonkotsu Ramen Orishiki-jun. If you have seen my last video about ramen, tonkotsu is made from bones, the broth. The broth usually looks cloudy. Shop number 6 is Mizuno Sho or Sujita Mizuno Sho. The specialty is tsukemen chilled noodles in pork and seafood broth. Shop number 7 is Tokyo Shuka Soba Shiogami. Here I'm getting confused sometimes. So shuka are usually shops in Japan serving Chinese dishes. And shuka soba, I assume it's served with soba noodles, which are made of buckwheat and not wheat noodles like the yellow noodles from China. Further, these dishes were originated from China, but over the years were modified here in Japan to suit the Japanese taste. So they have changed over the years, and Chinese don't see them anymore as original Chinese dishes. So this term is now standing in Japan for Chinese dishes, but it's actually a Japanese dish. So again, I'm not sure what the broth is made of, and this has to be asked in the shop. The last shop is shop number 8, Ikaruga Tokyo Station. This shop offers a ramen which represents Tokyo or should represent Tokyo. And the broth is made of seafood and meat. It doesn't specify which kind of meat, if it's chicken or beef or pork. And don't forget, you're allowed to slurp your noodles. I personally don't like it, and I don't do it, but people say you have to slurp them. So yeah, up to you. So that's it for today. As you can see, we have 2 new chairs. My husband wanted to have this. What you might not know about this house is it's very cold from below, and I got some back pain sitting on the floor even if I was sitting on a pillow. So we decided to buy these chairs which have no legs, but a little kind of lazy Susie turning. I really love it. It's very comfortable. Yeah. And what else it has is, so you can lie more in it and watch the TV. That's it for today, and I see you in my next video. Bye.